Everybody wants to see you fight guys like Devin, Gervonta, Shakur. There's no way in hell, like, you're just going to walk away from those big fights, and even though you have accomplished more than a lot of those guys, you're just going to walk away from fighting guys like that now?
I am. Yeah, I am. I think the reason why I'm walking away is
that
not...
competitive fire's not in there, man?
It's not about the competitiveness. I could beat those guys if it was just those guys that I'm fighting. I'm fighting the referee, I'm fighting the judges, I'm fighting their cornerman, and I'm fighting the commentators. It's too many fights for me. That right there is like enough is enough. You know how many times they're gonna try to force? If I sign another contract, this is how I see it. Let's say I sign a contract. Let's say with Tank, and we face each other. They'll find a way to postpone the fight and keep postponing the fight, having me wait my time, wait my time, wait my time.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So as you heard in that clip right there, that was TEOFIMO Lopez explaining why he has no interest in fighting against Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney, or Shakur Stevenson. Pay attention to every single thing TEOFIMO said right there in that clip. Teo said, I could beat them if I didn't have to fight the judges, the commentators, the referee, the cornerman. So the obvious question is, how come these weren't concerns when he was fighting Josh Taylor, George Kambosos, Sandor Martin, or Campa? What TEOFIMO just basically said is he would lose to those fighters like Shakur, Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis. And when he does lose to them, his excuse would be the judges, the referee, the cornerman, the commentators. They took it from him, and that's how he lost. It's just so ironic because when Floyd Mayweather was fighting on HBO, the commentators, Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant, they were completely against Floyd Mayweather. They would trash him throughout his entire fight. And even after the fight, they would trash him. And when it comes to the judges, one of the judges had the Mayweather-Canelo fight scored a draw when Canelo Alvarez didn't win one single round in the fight. Floyd Mayweather knew what he was dealing with, but he still took these fights. So these excuses that Lopez are using, they make no sense at all. Lopez is talking about the commentators. And yet these are the same commentators who said that Lopez was undisputed just to mislead the public because he wasn't undisputed. He didn't have the WBC belt. And the franchise status was such a joke that it has quietly just disappeared and vanished. Now let's talk about referees. When George Kambosos fought Devin Haney, George Kambosos, he was the one that selected the referee for the fight. So what is Teo talking about when he says he has to fight the referee? Teo could do exactly what Kambosos did and choose his own referee. And then Teo says he also has to fight the cornerman. How does that statement make any sense? It doesn't, and it was never intended to make any sense. TEOFIMO Lopez has no intentions of fighting any of those guys, and he made it very, very clear in this interview that he did. This is the reason why he's demanding for $20 million to fight Devin Haney, because he wants enough money to retire. But I'm talking about a real retirement. Teo, he asked Keyshawn Davis after they spar to not call him out, to please not call him out. And then once Keyshawn does call him out, he tells Keyshawn to get a belt first before he calls him out. But yet Jermaine Ortiz, Sandor Martin, and Campa, they didn't have a belt. Meanwhile, Devin Haney does have a belt. So we know what time it is. Operation MBF is in full effect. When TEOFIMO was telling ESPN and Top Rank they can keep the black fighters, he was really saying keep them away from me. And once again, I'm only talking about the black undefeated American fighters because those are the ones that TEOFIMO wants zero smoke with. So I'm gonna wrap this video up by asking this question. For all the fans that say that TEOFIMO, he's better than Devin and Shakur and Gervonta and all of these guys, I want you to tell us, who are the next 3 opponents that TEOFIMO Lopez should fight? Once again, not just his next fight. I wanna know if you could pick his next 3 fights, who would it be against? That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes,
Fever blisters, diabetic ulcers,
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODkey.com.
like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs and defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.